of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhamija and I would be your examiner for this part of the test, and this test would be recorded. What is your full name?
My full name is Jashanpreet Kaur.
How may I address you?
You can call me by my first name Jashan.
Jashan, may I see your identification please?
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Okay, where do you come from, Jashan?
I come from a small village named Handa, which is located in northern part of my country, India, under district Sangrur.
Okay, do you think it's a good place for living?
Yes, of course, it is a good place for living, and there is one Gurdwara and park where I usually visit with my family and friends.
Okay. Few questions will be based on morning time. Do you like getting up early in the morning?
Yes, of course, I like to get up early in the morning because I am an early bird, and after getting up early in the morning, I prefer to go for morning walk with my father.
Okay, what do you usually do in the morning?
As I earlier told you, I get up early in the morning, and after that I prefer to go for a morning walk, and after coming back I prefer to read newspaper, and after that I get ready for my classes.
Great. What did you do in the morning when you were a child?
I do not remember exactly, but my mother tells me I used to get up late when I was a child.
Okay. Are there any differences between what you do in the morning now and what you did in the past?
As I earlier mentioned that in my childhood I used to get up late, and now I get up early in the morning because I am a student, and I have many works, and I study a lot while getting up early in the morning, and I prefer to go for a morning walk, and in my past I do not have any worries and responsibilities.
Okay. Okay. Few questions will be based on list. Do you make a list when you shop?
No, I do not make a list because I think that I am good at remembering.
Okay. Do you make a list for your work or study?
Well, sometimes when I do preparation of my exams, I make a list because I think that it can save my time, and I use my time productively.
Great. Why don't some people like making lists?
Because they think that it is a totally wastage of time.
Okay. Few questions will be based on mathematics. When did you start learning math?
I start learning numbers in my nursery class, and I start learning math in my first standard.
Okay. Do you like math?
Yes, of course, I like math, and I like to solve the numericals and theorems.
Okay. Do students learn math in senior secondary schools in India?
Yes, math subject is mandatory in every school in India.
Okay. What can people do with math in their daily life?
Well, people do numerous things in their daily life. They use maths while shopping, while traveling, and when they were cooking.
Okay. Okay, fine. So this is the end of the part 1. Now it is time to ask the cue card. This is a cue card. And if you wish to make some notes, you can use these paper and pencil. And I am giving you 1 minute to prepare your answer. Hey guys, your IELTS partner platform एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पर thousands and thousands candidates ने अपने IELTS को improve करके और different countries में settlement ली है. क्या आप भी अपने IELTS स्कोर को लेकर worried हैं? Then you can join your IELTS partner platform and you can improve your speaking, writing, reading and listening score here. So how to join? अगर आप iOS user हैं, एप्पल स्टोर पर जाकर माई इंस्टीट्यूट ऐप को डाउनलोड करें और वहां पर कोड IEGXX, आई रिपीट IEGXX फिल करें एंड आप लॉग इन करें योर IELTS पार्टनर पर और अपने मोबाइल से वेरीफाई करें. और अगर आप एंड्रॉयड यूजर हैं तो सिंपली प्ले स्टोर पर जाकर योर IELTS पार्टनर ऐप को डाउनलोड करें और अपने मोबाइल नंबर से वेरीफाई करें. देन यू विल बी गेटिंग the all details related to this course, and I hope you will learn a lot. Thank you. Okay, Jashan, your time starts now.
Well, cell phone has become an essential part of our life, and without cell phone, we cannot imagine our life. And there are many situations when I use my mobile phone for important works. And here I would like to talk about one such situation when I used my mobile phone to find my sister's lost mobile phone. And it is a couple of months ago. And when my a couple of months ago, my sister went to market to buy some groceries, and when she came back, she was pretty disappointed because she lost her mobile phone in the market. I instantly tried a lot to call the number, but there was no response despite several calls. And we at that time we all understood that the mobile has gone to wrong hands. It is not only expensive device but also has the important information like documents, pictures, and so on. And after some when some old memory members lost the hope, we I decided to track the location of my mobile phone, and within 5 minutes I found the location, and I put it on my social media apps like Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram. And you would not believe it, within a half an hour I received a call from a mobile phone store, and where the junkie trying to sell my sister's mobile phone. And immediately I visited the police station and narrated the story to police officer, and he and I visited the store and arrested the thief and returned my sister's mobile phone. And my sister felt happy when she received her mobile phone, and she appreciated me and my work. So that was the time when I used my mobile phone.
Okay, great. Thank you. Now it is time to ask some follow-up questions which will be based on cue card. What do you usually do with a cell phone?
I do numerous things while using my cell phone, and I use it for entertainment, and sometimes I play games on it like Ludo and some others.
Do you use it for some other purposes too?
Yes, of course, I use it for my studies, and I also join some groups and join online classes on my mobile phone.
What are the differences between young people and old people when using a cell phone?
Well, old people use cell phone for just making calls, and young people like it a mini computer, and they use it a whole day. And sometimes they use it for watching movies, communicating with their friends and relatives.
Which one is more important, using a cell phone to make phone calls or to read messages?
Well, it depends on the person to person and sometimes situation. When we are in emergencies, we like to making calls because we get faster response. And sometimes when we are in a crowded place, we prefer to send messages. Because we do not listen the voice what the other people saying in the calls.
Do you think there should be a law to stop people from making phone calls in public?
Well, I do not think so because making calls is a necessity because sometimes we are in emergency places and we need to call. So that's why I do not think it should be allowed.
So you mean that people should be allowed to use the phone at public places? There shouldn't be any problem at all.
Yes, but government should be limited to the voice of people, and people should also limit their voice to, at the public places while they are talking in the call.
Okay. What would you feel if you are not allowed to use your cell phone or if you are without cell phone?
Well, cell phone has a part and parcel of our life, and sometimes when I do not have my mobile phone, my life will be boring, and it is a daunting task for me to live without my mobile phone. So because I use my mobile phone for various purposes, whether it is a study and some entertainment.
Okay. Do you think it's really very much mandatory for you?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you so much. This is the end of the test. So guys, this is time to give the feedback for Jashan speaking. It was Jashan's mock test and she is finally appearing in her final IELTS test on 17 and she would have speaking on 19 December. I would give her 6.5 on this mock because of few reasons. First of all, I would like to tell some mistakes and the good part about her speaking. I would say that she used good words in the first part like early bird, despite, instantly, and many others she used in the first part. But she had done some grammatical error. The one biggest error she had done here, she was pointing out to the examiner, I earlier told you. In one answer, she told that I earlier told you. You people, if you are appearing for IELTS speaking test, you cannot target to the examiner. You cannot say to examiner, I earlier told you. This is a wrong line. Instead, you can say, as earlier I mentioned, as earlier I said, or as earlier I told. But you cannot say that as earlier I told you. When I ask questions related to the mathematics, I ask one question related to the past. When did you learn math first? Then she answered me in present. I start learning mathematics. Instead, she had to speak here, I started learning. But she said that I start learning. So this is wrong. And most of the time, students who are appearing in IELTS speaking, they do this mistake. There is a part when examiner will ask you past question. When did you do? How did you do? Why did you do this? When you were child. So at that time you have to look after your past tense. You have to take care that you have to answer in the past. Like you can use did or the second form or used to or would plus first form. But not answer in the present tense with first form. But she said I start learning rather than saying I started learning. In the cue card, she had done repetition when she was saying couple of months ago. She repeated this phrase twice. So when you are repeating something that it may become the cause of deduction of the band score, don't do this. The pronunciation of document was quite wrong. And again, she said you would not believe at one place while answering the cue card. She said me, you would not believe. So you cannot say you to examiner in your speaking part, whether this is the first part, this is the second part, or this is the cue card. If you are using you, this is quite wrong. One more pronunciation word was quite wrong. Law. She was having a very wrong pronunciation of this word. And instead of people, she was saying time and again peoples. So she had done these errors. But I would say that she was confident enough and her idea, articulation, it was relatively good. She was able to manage the answer properly and she had used some phrases and good vocabulary words. Moreover, in part 3, she was quite confident and stick to her opinion. Although in the second last question, she had done some errors. But beside those errors, I would give her 6.5 band score. If she could do work more hard for fewer days, like she's having 6 or 7 more days, so she can get 7 bands, she can enhance this score 0.5. At least she can get 7 bands in the end in the final exam. But today I am giving her 6.5